All right, they're in. Evoh versus Daniel. The last match of the day for Saltmine 4 NA. Let's get it started. Diaz is throwing down the gauntlet to the entire tournament. He's let everyone know the level that he's at on the low ping connection. Can Daniel match him? That's the question. The winner of this will play against Diaz tomorrow. Feels like the final in a battle for top 4. Not if Evoh's got anything to say about it. He gets the starter with a reset top lanes. Historically, Daniel has had a very favorable matchup against Evoh, but more recently, Evoh's been keeping it closer. But there is no question. Daniel is here for one thing and one thing only, and that's the trophy. He's here to win. Well, there isn't actually a trophy, but you guys know what I mean. Maybe I should make one, 3D print like a little salt shaker or something. That might get Zen to sign up again. But Daniel in qualifier 1 for Saltmine 4 did not look like his usual self. He lost to Chronic and Wahvey. Qual 2 rolled around, he looked like his good old Daniel self again. Evoh's just panic flipped there. That was not intentional. He just flipped on the spot. But what kind of Daniel are we going to see for main event? I think that the loss in Qual 1 kind of shocked him into shape again. He probably thought to himself that it's time to play my ones placement matches, if that's the level I'm showing up with. He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't dominant. We're used to seeing dominant Daniel in 1v1 competitions. Especially in NA. NA, he is the guy for most of the open era for 1v1. Excellent patience by Daniel. Notice Evoh backing off. Now flip reset bump attempt. Saved well by Evoh. How about Fennec or Octane Salt Shaker with Cristianos and White Body? Bro, what is this elaborate order that you're throwing together? I just said maybe I could 3D print a Salt Shaker. You're like, yeah, can you make it a Fennec with all of these customizations? Mate, I don't even have a base Salt Shaker yet. Let me do like the simple version first, the prototype. As a trophy, yeah, that would be pretty cool, but listen. That's advanced. Way too advanced for me. So after some exchanges, Daniel continues his attack. Evoh looking to stick to the ball here. Could not close the gap. Daniel keeps on going. Oh, great flick by Daniel. Look at the control. As he brings the ball down, it had a bounce, no problem. He just jumps up, catches it mid-air, and then flicks it into the top shelf in all in one motion. What would be cool, Psionics please, is if there was an in-game title for Saltmine. I feel like that would be a cool addition to the game. There kind of already is one, the Saltminer title, but that's not exclusive to Saltmine winners. Yeah, that would be the real trophy. That's what would get players really interested. Players love titles. I do love that Daniel, even after all of his titles he's achieved, continues to use the Season 4 Grand Champion. Although it's not the coolest Season 4. The coolest Season 4 Grand Champion is the original one in gold. I believe that was the season that was easiest to get Grand Champion in. Evoh's tied the game here, absorbing Daniel's challenge. But do you OGs remember that when Season 4, the original Season 4, not the red Season 4, but the first the first in-game Season 4 came out? Everybody who was like Champ 2 and above just got Grand Champ for free. You play 2 games, it was like, boom, Champ 3. Win another one, Champ 4. Or Champ 4, Grand Champ. So I mean to say, Champ 4 would be pretty okay. Maybe we need to add Champ 4. More ranks. Oh, was it Season 3 that was the easy one? No, oh yeah, you might be right actually. Yeah, I think you guys might be right. So I remember, I think I was champ 2 at the time, and then I just played one game, got champ 3, played another game, got grand champ. I was like, oh, that was really underwhelming. And then they switched it back. Season 4 onwards, I think it got harder again. They changed the percentages because everybody complained. Yeah, really sad. First time GC, and it's just because they adjusted the rank distributions. So pretty low scoring game 1 here between two players who are very familiar with each other's games. I can't speak. Evoh's got Daniel in a bit of trouble though. Daniel running boostless. Evoh keeping him under pressure. That was a clean beat to the ball, but it's gone off target. Big commitment to the play there by Daniel that nearly got him in trouble. Ground shot by Daniel, looking to catch Evoh out pre-jumping. No such luck. Now Evoh brings it down. It's end-to-end stuff in game 1. Daniel with the mid-boost grab. Evoh's sitting on 29. Daniel calls his bluff. Now tight angle double by Daniel. Oh, it's just off target. Grazed the outside of the post. Daniel continues attacking. Huge fake. Evoh catches a piece of it, but Daniel's able to go right through him and score to take the lead in the final 30 seconds. Absolutely love the shot selection here by Daniel, and how about that recovery as well? Winner of this match will play against Diaz tomorrow. Loser of this match will play against Wahvey in the lower bracket. One of those will be eliminated in 7th to 8th place. Wahvey, of course, is on track to making the maximum prize money in Salt Mine 4 if he can win the main event. Combined with all the money he made in qualifiers, he'll win more than anyone else could possibly achieve. Can Daniel hold on? It looks like he very much will. Boost secured, possession secured, and the game secured for Daniel in the opener. Yesterday you played and won 8 in a row to not go up a single division. Really? How is that possible? Surely you go up a division for 8 in a row, bro. So game 2 just around the corner. So far Daniel isn't looking as dominant as Diaz, but plenty more time for him to establish himself as the tournament favorite that I know a lot of his fans are hoping he will. Evoh and Daniel were both pretty standoffish in that first game. Oh, that's more like it from Daniel. Multiple resets as he finds the top corner. That is unbelievable. He's just triple reset on him. The last shot wasn't the hardest, but it's just unreadable with so many different angle changes on the approach and a little burst of pace at the end. I think Daniel is trying to send Diaz and the rest of the tournament a message here. Oh, what a response by Evoh. Wins the kickoff to the right, air dribble off the wall, flip reset, and then a mid-air flick in reverse. Both players have got a touch, they've got a hand to the ball on the way in, but they've not been able to save each other's initial shots. Is it a freestyle 1v1? Is it the highest level of 1v1 competition? These days, it's hard to tell the difference. Daniel looking for more heavy hitting shots. Evoh did really well not to get faked there. Has he got the ball middle? He has, but Daniel spawns right on top of it. Still advantage Evoh, although his continuation didn't really go as planned here. He'll still be happy with the eventual outcome. And that was careless by Evoh, lost control, harmlessly poked the ball to the back wall, and demos Daniel after the fact. Second try, into the air goes Evoh. Slow shot, couldn't get a bump on Daniel. That's good speed though by Evoh. Heard Daniel jumping. So important these days, more than any other time in Rocket League history, that you play with your audio on. You need to know every bit of information you can get about your opponent's whereabouts. 2-1, Daniel on the counter. Catches Evoh out of position. Oh, what a shot by Daniel. 3-1. And Evoh drops a nice shot in the chat as well for this one. He has just had so many resets in this game. I mean, for 3 goals, he's had 5 flip resets. Let that sink in. This is unprecedented by Daniel. Can he go for more? Not a lot of space to go for multi-resets in this exchange. Imagine Daniel lands more flip resets than goals, and that's only counting the resets in his actual goals. We're not going to count resets in shots that he misses. Wait, yes, yeah, sorry, 6 and 2. You guys are right. I for some reason can't add 6 resets in just 3 goals. Obviously, one of them was just a counter attack, but you could also say 6 and 2, and you would not be wrong. But all that being said, Evoh is still in this tie game. Much like the Wahvey versus Diaz series earlier today, I feel like this is a must-win game for Evoh. Going 2-0 down in a matchup that he's struggled in historically will be a lot to come back from. Oh, what a goal by Evoh. Monstrous flick from close range. Hits off the bar, Daniel, and then Evoh again before going in. These guys have really peaked on each other in this game. Daniel pre-flip, reset. Mind game. Not really too committed though, Evoh. Just patiently waiting to see what kind of shot is actually coming his way. And Evoh's defense has been pretty good so far. He's been tougher to mind game than some of the other players we've seen today. Players who have been a bit too much in the reading what my opponent is doing category. At least in my opinion. Oh, what a goal by Evoh. This is so hard to play against. Just look at the way that he accelerates towards Daniel. With the wave dash pop, holds boost, spirals right towards Daniel. And it's a scary prospect. Seeing how well Evoh's playing, seeing how well Daniel's playing, it's a scary prospect for Wahvey tomorrow. He's got to play the loser of this just to make tournament top 6. And Wahvey, last time they played, 3-0'd him in Salt Mine. Evoh somehow managing to turn a pre-jump in defense into an attacking skim, but Daniel on the next go around shoots it past him full volley. I think Evoh was probably expecting a bounce shot there, but it does go just before the bounce past Evoh's shoulder. But Daniel gonna try and keep possession here if he can. Unable to do so, backs off to mid boost. Evoh still 1 goal lead. Testing flick, it's not gonna do too much to Daniel. Daniel pretty carelessly loses control, but it's not going to be the end of the world as he does have 100 boosts to defend with. That was nearly off the inside of the post, but Daniel does, of course, get it to safety. Oh, wow, what a shot. How did Daniel get a goal here? It felt like Evoh is going to get control, passes the ball back to himself. But look at the pace Daniel's able to get on the ball. Evoh didn't even think Daniel could pull up alongside that, never mind get an angle for a shot. 5-5. Daniel back in it. Deep ground to air dribble from Evoh. No reset yet, none on the play at all. And now both players boostless. Daniel pathing over 1 pad before flicking. Oh, it's a bad landing for Evoh. Daniel airwheel shot, top corner, absolutely perfect. Not the best landing by Evoh, but still, the confidence for Daniel to shoot that close to the crossbar, that close to the post, at the far side of the goal, running the risk of Evoh intercepting a bad shot. Daniel leaves nothing up to chance. Another air dribble off the wall. Pulls away for the mid-air 50. Now centers quickly. Daniel, undeniable, 7-5. It's not even that bad defensively by Evoh. He deflects it into the back corner. Usually a safe location, not when Daniel's there. His clan might be bad, but he is looking pretty good today. Don't know if you guys get to see, you can't see the clan on the overlay, can you? You can on the scoreboard though. Genius, the bad clan. BeastMode, Atomic, Daniel. I don't know how nobody thought of this, but full credit to whichever one of them thought of it. Do you guys know who it was? Was it Daniel, Atomic, or BeastMode who thought of the bad clan? Massive save by Daniel. Ramps off the inside of the post for it. Evoh trying to just get a last second goal to keep the comeback alive. Daniel's not going to give him any half chances. Oh, it was Sathu. Okay. It wasn't any of the players. It was actually Sathu. Genius. Absolutely genius clan name. Great team name as well. I think they should just sign up to RLCS next season as Bad. I'm so glad they went for Bad and not Dab. Very, very happy about that, personally. Okay. This is looking pretty bad for Evoh. I don't think Daniel has looked as scary as Diaz has, which is more to tell you guys who didn't watch the match, more to tell you how good Diaz looked, because Daniel looks really good. He does look very good today. He just scored multiple triple resets and beat Evoh twice in a row. But I want to see a little bit more. What I want to see from Daniel, if I'm going to be convinced that he is the tournament favorite, is a dominant display where he just doesn't get scored on. Because Daniel sometimes goes into this mode. We saw it last season, even when he matched up against Diaz for the last time. Sometimes Daniel's opponents just simply cannot score on him. And I've not seen that today. Evo's been finding success with his offense. But if Daniel can completely shut him out, then I think we could safely say that he's fully back and in fine form to defend his Saltmine NA title. And usually when Daniel does go into that defensive mode, it's a reactive style. For the most part. Where he waits to let his opponent come to him, and he stops them anyway. He tried to do it here. Evoh recovered a little bit faster than he did, and he does find a way through. Do I think Sathu gets backlash for coaching Morocco? Nah, I don't think so. I think if the USA had their main team, well, if USA was the actual team coached by Sathu regionally, if it was G2 representing USA, and then Sathu ditched his actual team to coach Morocco, that would be a different story. I think in that case, everybody would be confused and angry at Sathu for not coaching his actual team. But the fact is that it was not Sathu's team, it was Gen G, it was RMC, Rails Magic Bear Cheese. They already have a coach. So Sathu is probably thinking, well, I still kind of want to coach. Still want to go to this event. And I don't know how it actually happened, but if Morocco invited him, then sure, I see no problem in accepting that. Obviously, we're not going to, like, that's boring, so you're probably going to see a lot of people roasting Sathu for deserting USA, because it's funny to say that, and it's an interesting storyline. But truth be told, I don't think anyone actually has a problem with him doing it. Or nor should they. Oh, that's a big miss by Daniel. I like the idea, setting up the quick shot down the middle of the pitch, but lacking accuracy. Now Evoh could go up 3, he nearly did, with the pop shot to the top corner. Sathu wasn't invited by USA. Yeah, what happened with the USA team? So, is Torment involved with Gen G at all, or was that just an addition? Like, I think they used their sub spot as a second coach almost. Is that what happened? I don't think there was ever a world where Torment plays. Oh, Torment was chosen as the original coach. I didn't know that. So Torment was the original coach for USA. And then he invited, I imagine, Sathu as the backup coach alongside Daniel, Atomic, and Firstkiller. And then they decided they didn't want to go. So RMC came along, but they obviously already have a coaching Greg. So, okay, that makes sense. Torment was the manager. Oh, okay, I understand. I understand. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And that also fully explains why Sathu wasn't involved. Oh, what a play by Daniel. He's absolutely faked Evoh out here. And he's tied the game. Evoh completely fell for it. he was nowhere near. Daniel's currently 1300 in ones. Yeah, he doesn't play a lot of ones ranked. But looking at his farm, I wouldn't be surprised if he's done some in-houses, if he's done some scrims or something in 1v1. It's also very easy for Daniel to maintain an extremely high level in ones by just playing 2v2. Because he already has so much experience in ones to draw upon. He already knows the ones meta for the most part. Oh, he missed the mid boost there. So as long as you're keeping up with all the new kickoffs that are coming out and knowing what to do against them, then you're fine. And yeah, obviously Daniel sees a lot of that in 2v2 as well. Oh, what shot. Evoh just absolutely rips one top bins. That wasn't even the biggest angle of a bounce dribble either. Just perfect shot. Look at the whip he got on that. Daniel had absolutely no chance. So it's not been the dominant display that I was wondering if we're going to get from Daniel. It's not been the shutout. Evoh has been undeniable in offense at times. But Daniel does feel like he's got more than enough to win the matchup today, which is all that he needs to do to advance. Aggregate score, specific game score, does not matter. Perfect first touch by Daniel. So much height on it, so many options, but he's hit the bar and used all his boost to do so. Evoh punishes him. Johnny of Scotland was invited to a World Cup and Marky invited you and Scrub. Would you unironically play for Scotland? No, I would not. I would decline. I would decline. Now, hey, listen. If there is a FIFA E World Cup and Scotland somehow got an invite, and I got a call up from the Scotland FA to manage the team, I would of course do that. I would prioritize that, Scotland's success, over any other like kind of obligation such as casting or content. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Scotland are getting an invite based on recent successes or lack thereof. And yeah, oh Evoh, oh he's own gold. Oh no, he was doing so well. Daniel's shot was really not expected to be that dangerous, but Evoh's caught it on its way down and just carried it over the line. I mean, obviously Evoh was afraid of letting Daniel have a free rebound at that. He wanted to jump first and clear it, but he completely misread the bounce, and it was a super awkward bounce to read. And now Daniel's looking to take the lead here. Evoh does deflect it wide this time. Safe 50-50 lineup by Evoh, but now he's fallen over. Can Evoh keep it together? He's played so well this game. He doesn't feel like he should be swept today. Daniel's completely fallen over as well. Both players a little bit stumbly-wumbly in game 3. Now here comes Evoh. Lean back reset. Fakes a flick midair. Bashes it top bins. Absolutely beautiful shot. Just faking the air roll shot midair after the reset really made it look like he was going to pull the trigger. Daniel definitely thought so. Donnie, it's time for you to get on the sticks. No, it's not. Listen, if Scotland were in the FIFA E World Cup, Scrubkiller would obviously need to come back and make a return to international LAN form. And you've also got Icon made RLCS last year, main event. Icon is a Scottish player who made a RLCS top 16, I believe. You got Freekant, Calzafi as options for third. There's like well better players I would never play. I would refuse. Oh, what a shot. Great save by Evoh. Daniel still got him on the ropes, so in the closing seconds. That ball. Oh, it's not going up. He thought it was. He thought it was bouncing up. I thought it was going up as well. I was going to say that ball is bouncing up, but it didn't. So I got cut off by the ball landing. It even looked like it hit the curve as the camera focused on the ball, though. How did that How did that die? Oh well. Evoh's got a game. That was definitely a bit of a messy game from Daniel's POV. But excellent defense out of Evoh. It cannot be overstated how well he defended here. Up against Daniel in decent form. I say decent for him. Obviously for anyone else this would be exceptional form, but for Daniel it is merely decent. Have the Turkey players ever made top 16 in RLCS? I don't think so. Yeah, I think Scotland's international team would be better than Turkey. Probably better than the Portugal team that made RLCS. Would probably be better than South Africa. Although South Africa's true level is hard to say because their group was super, super difficult. I think South Africa would have probably been pretty close to Portugal, Turkey, Scotland, these kind of nations. But there's other nations that I would put in before Scotland. Like, even though I would love to see Scotland in an international event, I'd love to see it announced early so that all the Scottish players actually grind for that and Scotland could be decent. You've got to say Canada before them. Italy definitely deserve it more. Japan deserve it more, I would say. So there's lots of other nations. Hey, can we just get a 24-team tournament next year? Can the FIFA E-World Cup next year just be 24 teams? Can we add in Canada, Japan, Italy? Maybe we can throw in an Austria while we're at it. Why not toss in Scotland? Why not? Maybe Ireland as well. I feel like Ireland could maybe be in there. We've also got chances for the Scandinavians. Denmark looking pretty good recently. I'd say Denmark deserve it for sure. That's probably it for the rest of the world. We're going to have to go for another European team, I reckon. New Zealand is a decent shout. Sweden is a decent shout still. Legacy option. Finland, Norway, I'm not sure which one of Sweden, Finland and Norway would win. They're all pretty close. But yeah, hey, 24 team. Can you guys imagine 24 team FIFA E World Cup? 2 groups of 12. Single round robin. Unbelievable scenes. How many games would that actually be? In a single round robin for a group of 8, you've got, what is it? How many series is that? 28 series? But for a group of 11, you'd have 28, 36, 45, 55, 66 series. So yeah, you'd actually have more series for a single round robin with a group of 12 than you would for a double round robin group of 8. 10 more series. But a lot of them would be happening at the same time. You'd have 11 rounds instead of 14. So just need a bigger stage pretty much. That'd be hype. Can we get 24 in chat if you want to see a 24-team FIFA E World Cup? Inject it straight into my veins. Alright, Evoh's actually giving Daniel more than a road bump here. Perfect timing on the flick and the follow through bumped onto Daniel to leave Evoh with an open net. Do 3 groups, that is another option. You could just do 3 groups, true. 3 groups into 12-team playoffs with 4 teams getting a bye to quarters. Why not? Evoh showing resilience. This is a massively improved aspect of Evoh's game. We have to talk about this. Because Evoh used to be one of the biggest tilters in the scene. He used to be one of the top sources for salt. A lot of the North American scene actually got their entire salt dosage for the day by just playing Evoh in ranked a couple of times. And then just opting for salt-free dietary options so as not to overdose. These days it's much harder to get your entire daily dose of salt from Evoh. He's reduced his output significantly, and it does seem like it's improved him as a player. Now Daniel back to a 2-2 game here. Evoh looking to trick him with a little follow-through action on that aerial shot. Daniel's not going to fall for that though. Easily counter-attacks after making a save. Which national team impressed me the most at the FIFA E World Cup? Probably Chile and Belgium. I thought Chile and Belgium would not make it out of their respective groups, and they both did, so I'll say those two teams. Oh, failed flick by Evoh. That's not a good sign. Daniel takes over. Distinct lack of resets from both players in this extended exchange on relatively low scores, but Evoh's flicks are really not working. Backflip flick not connecting there as he tries to pop the ball over Daniel's head. That flick did connect, but it's not too dangerous. Evoh demos Daniel as Daniel looks to take control. Evoh to the air. Standard air dribble and the bump to tie the game. You think Morocco impressed? I mean, I already expected Morocco to be a top 3 team at the event, so I wasn't like more impressed. I was impressed by them, but they were exactly what I thought they would be. The teams that performed better than I expected were Netherlands, Belgium, and Chile. They were the 3 teams that overperformed, mostly Chile and Belgium. Netherlands I did have making it out of groups. Just not threatening first seed and top 2. Oh my goodness. Daniel has just thrown. Daniel has just thrown. I mean, he went for it, to be fair. Completely all in play with the mid-air flick, but he boomed the bar. And Evoh's up 1 with 6 seconds to go. Huge 2-goal swing. Daniel could have been up by 1, instead he's down by 1. And Evoh's going to win the race to the mid-boost. It's Evoh's game, unless he blunders. Daniel with another 0-second goal attempt. He failed the last time he tried this. Can he keep it active this time? This is really hard. It's so close to ceiling height, but he's going to go for it anyway. Perfect continuation. Daniel, air dribble. Oh, no reset. He's still going to be able to get back to this, but Evoh's all over him. And just the thought of Evoh demoing him made him move early. 2-2. Evoh coming back from behind against Daniel. Very, very interesting. I mean, I think Evoh is playing really well. He's defending really well. Look at the difference in field control and possession. Daniel is getting everything he wants when it comes to boost, when it comes to position, pressure. But Evoh he's been efficient. It's been efficient Evoh for games 3 and 4. He's been doing more with less. And Daniel's boost consumption was so high that game. 3,000 boost in a game. I mean, usually you're seeing numbers in the high 2,000s, mid to high 2000s. So Daniel had so much boost that game. And you'd think that with Daniel having that much boost, he'd just score some unstoppable aerial plays. But Evoh's defense has been able to handle Daniel for the most part. He's out-adapted the defending champion. And Evoh's got a chance to make it 1-0 early in this game as well. Side flip shot swatted to the side by Daniel. Air dribble off the wall, reset. This is looking pretty good for Daniel, but Evoh somehow stopped it. How does he save that? That was top shelf and quickly by Daniel. Evoh's defense has been unbelievable. When are the next Salt Mine quals? There are none. This is it for the year. It'll be next year. There are, however, ATR quals if you want to qualify for the last ATR of the year. 2v2 crew battle event. Then you can do so using !ATR or the link in the description. Alright, there we go. That's what we've been missing. Big aerial plays by Daniel that don't get saved. That's the difference. Evoh's been saving so many of these, we forgot that Daniel is at times undeniable. What player impressed me the most at FIFA E? My FIFA E most improved players who went up the most in my estimation at FIFA E compared to where they started when the event began were Compact from Belgium and Davitrox and Pan from Chile. If I made a most improved team, I would say Compact, Japan Davitrox. Now, I wouldn't say that they improved. They just improved in the community's perspective the most. But yeah, Nas is obviously still very impressive as well, because he seems to slot into these top tier teams very well. He slotted in with Atomic and Daniel at Esports World Cup, slotted in with Durali and Itachi at the FIFA E World Cup. He looks like he's already at that S tier, A tier kind of level. A tier, I'd say, for him, but he's able to play alongside A and S tier players and look like he very much belongs. Oh, what shot by Evoh. The power is too much for Daniel to catch up to. That is an immense aerial shot by Evoh. To hit the ball that hard from that angle, very little boost left. Incredibly impressive. Yeah, Nas is brilliant. He definitely hasn't reached his peak. I'm looking forward to seeing him in Salt Mine for EU finals next week. Oh, that's a miss hit by Evoh, but it has gone into a safe location. And it's played really well for him, actually. He thought about flicking early. He's found a goal here after completely puzzling Daniel. Evoh thought about just flipping and trying to wrap around flick. He does like that move, but then opted instead to just fake it and pull away for a shot, which he might have missed unintentionally. The initial fake was deliberate, the shot might have been unintentional. I think he tried to hit that, but it's gone into the corner. Past Daniel nonetheless. Brilliant delay by Daniel. He's back within one. It's his flick. I mean, yeah, maybe, I mean, Evoh does it, but if you go all the way back to like Manfield Night 5K, you'll see Fairy Peak doing it. You'll see Cuxer97 doing it. It's like it's a technique that's been around for a long time. It's kind of been underexplored though. It's like a pre-flip flick almost. Not to be confused with the turtle flick where you actually land on the ground and then you use your car's self-righting mechanism to flick into the ball. You kind of just you air roll upside down and then you flick with a pre-flip. It's been around for ages and ages. Players have been trying that and successfully doing it at the highest level for more than 5 years. Trying it for like 6 years, I'd say, successfully executing it for like 5 years-ish. I think it was around about... When was Manfield Night 5K? Was that 2018? It might be 6 years ago. I do remember Fairy Peak and Cuxer both did that in Manfield Night 5K, which was 2018, I'm going to say. Something like that. Oh, how about this from Daniel? The spectacular control in the setup, but no shots on target. Oh, what a save. Daniel with a clear as well. That's unbelievable. How did he get back to this? Now here he comes the other way. Reset, double tap, saved by Evoh. Just unbelievable defense by both players. Fear, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Feet raid. Yep, feet raid indeed. Daniel seems like he's got a new spur of life, but he's been bumped out the way by Evoh, who takes the lead. Well, Daniel might be in trouble. That save looked like it reinvigorated him. For a moment, there was real pace and intention with his movements. But after all said and done, Evoh still the one to break the deadlock. Yeah, Evoh defense has been insane. After 2-0, I said that I want to see a defensive masterclass by Daniel to really believe that he is truly back on top. If I saw like a 9-0 shutout, a 7-1 or something in that kind of range, game 3, then I'd start to lean more Daniel as the tournament favorite. But it wasn't Daniel who had the defensive masterclass, it's Evoh. I mean, Daniel's had some crazy saves, but overall, the last 2 Evoh wins and now this game as well, it's been Evoh who's controlling Daniel for the most part. This is just brilliant positional play again. He's got another open net and he's scoring it. 5-3. Daniel thought about bumping Evoh into the net, but it's Evoh who bumps Daniel away from the net. And Daniel incorrectly played for the corner boost. Some mistakes starting to slip into Daniel's game, but Evoh's bumping has been the difference. That's on target, surely. It is now. Daniel within 1 with a strong kickoff. I mean, I underestimated him. We should never underestimate Evoh. He 3-0'd Wahvey to qualify. He's always a thorn in the side of top tier players. He's a gatekeeper of the very top tier. Seems like a perpetual A tier NA1s player. And when an A tier player has a good day, S tier players like Daniel got to be on their best behavior, and he's not been on his best behavior. He's been given the occasional free goal to Evoh. That is a hugely aggressive challenge. What a success for Evoh. Buying himself time to get 100 boost. Now he's got Daniel coming at him quickly though. Daniel bumps him into the backboard and Evoh's saving it. What are we witnessing? Evoh was a beaten man, but he got bumped into saving the shot from Daniel. I can't believe it. That ball was on target, and I don't think Evoh could save it. But Daniel bumped him past the ball and he landed well. 3-2 Evoh. Christian, thanks for the brand new Prime. Sweet Tooth, thanks for the brand new Prime as well. It's Empty, thanks for the 7-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. We've had a 3-game winning streak for Evoh. Every single one of them. Daniel's had a boost advantage. Daniel's had field control and possession. Usually when all 3 of those stats are in one player's favor, they win the game. Not this time. Evoh has been more clinical. Evoh has been more efficient. And Evoh's been more tricky as well. He caught Daniel out of position just a couple times at the tail end of the game here. Those tiny bumps, the little baby bumps onto baby Dan, were all he needed to get the necessary goals. Evoh having his 1 good ones game of the year. I mean, he's already had plenty good ones games this year. I think Daniel's just underestimated him a little bit. Daniel came in to this series, got 2 wins. Everything was going his way. He probably thought, yeah, Evoh's going to tilt. Evoh's just done. There's no way he comes back from here. But Evoh just kept chugging along, made some unbelievable saves, and overall just defended brilliantly. He's kept his composure so well. Where a lot of players these days, when you're at a boost disadvantage, when you're at a possession disadvantage, you start to feel the tension, the pressure of the moment. You start to feel the series slipping away from you. Not Evoh. He has just waited for the game to come to him. And when it has, he's been clinical. Certainly more clinical than Daniel. Daniel's opened the scoring here with a nice flick. I would love to see a Game 7. You've not seen a Game 7 today. It's been 4-1, 4-1, 4-0. This is already the closest series of the day. But hats off to Evoh. If you knew coming into this one that Daniel would have advantages in all major stat categories, you would immediately think he's won. If you told someone at the start of the day, Daniel will consistently attack his opponent, you would not expect them to be able to defend it. Now, Evoh's not been defending the shots too well in the start of this game. Let's see if he can continue to do what he's done all day, stabilize, and gain small advantages later on. Daniel with a good chance to make it 3. He's boxing Evoh out the play here. Evoh still manages to get back to it. I think Daniel could have full committed to the bump there, but he played the safe continuation, and now he's absolutely picked Evoh out for the 3-goal lead. That was tough for Evoh. Daniel was 50-50, even if he didn't fall for the pick. Evoh takes it back. This is a chance for a big aerial play, which he does go for. A lot of boost being invested here. Will Evoh full commit? No, he won't. Ended up in front of the ball. Instead, plays for the bump. So clinical once again. Evoh does not overcommit for the risky play. He gets the safe continuation. And that's frustrating for Daniel. He was just millimeters away from saving it as well. A Daniel boost advantage. Unable to turn and face the ball, though. He's lost another goal. Evoh had 0 boost. He had absolutely 0 business getting a goal after this kickoff, but Daniel has just given it to him. He obviously wanted to turn and keep the pressure on Evoh, but the worst case scenario has materialized. Evoh loses a kickoff, scores. Evoh wins the next kickoff, scores that one as well. Daniel is in real trouble. it might be Daniel versus Wahvey in the lower bracket tomorrow, with one of those players finishing 7th to 8th place. And Evoh continues to put the pressure on. Daniel just won another kickoff. He had the boost. He had a way to get back to the ball, but he turned the wrong way. He didn't play that correctly. He should have turned wide, come at Evoh from goal side. He turned, or rather, he should have turned towards his goal and then approached the ball, but he turned wide by accident. Evoh 5-3. And it's 5 goals in a row. He's scored twice with back corner air dribbles. He's taken off from his own back wall and scored once again. One of them forced a save into a demo. The other one has just gone straight in. The rest has been Evoh with superior kickoff continuations. Even when he loses, he wins. But he's won this one. And he's perfectly scooped it top shelf. This is unreal. What are we witnessing? 6 goals in a row. Evoh is absolutely on fire. Is there anything Daniel can do? Yeah, Evoh's feeling it right now. You can see that the confidence of his movements is very much locked in. Daniel with a good save. But that bump might not have been a good idea. He's given Evoh speed to get back into the play, and Evoh uses that. The fire on net once again narrowly misses. But Evoh is fully confident. He is just sending it now on every play. The 3-goal advantage, the 6-goal streak has given him everything he needed. Daniel missed a flick. It's going from bad to worse for Daniel, who's about to lose 4 games in a row. Evoh perfectly hits another ground shot into the top corner. 7-goal spree, and almost now 4 games in a row. Daniel's in a huge hole now. He's dug a little bit of it himself. Yeah, there have been mistakes, but Evoh has been brilliant. We can't take anything away from him here. Oh, what a shot. Daniel 4-7 here. Not giving up just yet. Look how much time there is remaining. He definitely still has a chance to come back here. And no more mistakes allowed. Daniel has to use that as a springboard to start a comeback. And here it is. Reset, low shot, boost steal. Daniel was in a good position there, but Evoh's now on the counter attack, doesn't commit, the ball's bounced upwards. Now Daniel, enough boost to continue the attack. It's a good flick and it's in. After so many low scoring back and forths, we have 12 goals in just under 3 minutes. And Daniel has enough time to come back. The Evoh streak has ended. And yes, he is on a 3-game win streak coming into this. But all Daniel needs is 1. And then we're into his home game 7, where he will no doubt be more comfortable. Evoh managing his boost well here. Forces a good 50. Daniel has to retreat down the line. Has to be careful for the back wall demo. He's not careful. Now, it did come quickly. I couldn't even finish the sentence before it landed, but that's a meta play right now that I'm shocked Daniel fell for. But he's good on the other side. Plenty time to score his 6th goal, which he earned with an undefendable reset. Now, Evoh actually flipped away here. I wonder if he could have had that if he flipped forwards. I have to imagine if that flip was intentional, that he thought the shot was off target and he's trying to backflip to maintain his position and then recover to get back to the ball. Evoh is going to break that mini streak of goals Daniel was on, as he continues to just be a little bit better in this game in the moments after kickoffs. Even when he's losing kickoffs, he's coming out with it with small wins here. I say losing kickoffs, I mean either losing boost or ball. Look, he's lost this one clearly. Daniel should be able to do something off this, but both players have absolutely no boost. Evoh knocks it clear for now, but he's absolute zero, and Daniel forced it through him. I don't think Evoh realized that Daniel was also in an extremely precarious position. He could have thrown himself at the ball here. He didn't want to just give it to Daniel. He was afraid of throwing himself at the ball in case Daniel reversed and just let Evoh hit it at him. Daniel wins the kickoff. Chance to equalize with so much time left on the clock. It's a flick to the crossbar. Daniel still has control. Boost is respawning for him. Oh, but not in time. He has to go back down for it. He was just a split second too soon. And now Evoh lurking underneath him, looking for bumps and demos. Daniel staying safe. Evoh enters the play. It's a decent save, but still work to be done. If Evoh's going to equalize the position, has to retreat. Daniel with the ground game. Opts for the dribble. Hook shot near post, saved by Evoh. Was that the right option by Daniel? It didn't really give him too much in this position. And he's running out of time. I feel like air dribble might have been a higher quality shot. Is he going to get a better chance than that? Tried to swipe into Evoh with the demo. Evoh saw it coming and keeps the ball in a safe location. Daniel does have one chance to get this ball up into the air. Once again, he chooses to dribble though. He's got Evoh in his sights. And the flick is not good enough. Daniel declines multiple aerial opportunities. And both of his dribbles have got absolutely nowhere. Oh, wow. I mean, Evoh is close to him. You can see Evoh is challenging close. Shadowing close, I should say. But that is still so surprising to see Daniel twice in the final 30 seconds of the game with chances to go up the wall, instead opt for a ground play. I mean, his flicks have been good today, but I would have expected him to go one time there to the aerial play, especially on 0 seconds. I think off the wall was the play. But he's not out. Evoh with a huge upset. Advances to the upper round 2. We can take a look at the bracket in a minute, just see where he's landed. First, let's take a look at some of the highlights. Daniel has been sent to the lower bracket. He's not eliminated yet, but he is in the lower bracket at the hands of Evoh, a player that historically he's had a winning record against. 4 games in a row as well. I mean, that is a crazy impressive series by Evoh. He really did well today. OPXC, thanks to the 16-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. Good to have you back. And thank you to all of you who tuned in today. Hope you've enjoyed the matches. Shout out as well to Epic Games for sponsoring the prize pool for this tournament. Between all the qualifiers and both EU and NA main events, we have $50,000 to the 1v1 scene, which is awesome to see. There's a look at your bracket, everybody. Daniel in the lower bracket against Wahvey tomorrow. That is going to be an absolute scorcher. I mean, so is the other lower bracket match as well, though. BeastMode versus Cosmic. Both these lower bracket matches look like they could be upper bracket matches. But what a result. Evoh, 4 game wins in a row against Daniel. I don't think anybody saw that coming after 2 games to Daniel early on. I certainly didn't. I thought Evoh had to win one of the first 2, and didn't happen.